Apartment leases don't last forever, and what you thought worked well for a minute may have only been for that minute. This is the situation the three of us have found ourselves in. We are three friends who met and live in Colonia Americana in Guadalajara, Mexico.
Hey Kira, we see you out here in these streets. These beauty queens.
As you've probably heard, Colonia Americana is one of the coolest neighborhoods in the world. It definitely is one of the coolest neighborhoods in Mexico. And being the American colony, it is a soft landing place when moving to a city with a different culture and a new language. The neighborhood is easy to navigate, especially if your Spanish is still limited. There's lots to do, plenty to see, and a bunch of resources. Restaurants, cafes, and bars are abundant. So, if you're planning a move to Guadalajara, I highly recommend this area. However, for me and my two friends, Courtney and Shakira, it is time to experience living in a different neighborhood in Guadalajara. So, here are a couple of the places that we saw in a neighborhood called Chapalita and another neighborhood called Providencia. Check out these three apartments that we saw. I will have a surprise to share with you, so stay tuned to the end of the video. Before we get to the apartments, let me introduce myself. I'm Kevin, and this is Melanin Man Travels. Melanin Man Travels is committed to assisting, educating, and coaching single black men and gay black men on how to travel abroad with the option of living abroad. On my channel, you can learn how to travel freely and embrace the world with what we call a decolonized mindset. Other things you can learn are how to furlough yourself from your job so that you can take extended periods of travel, again, to free your mind. You can learn how a minimalist lifestyle can provide maximum adventures and great experiences. I can teach you how to gain safety, emotional healing, mental clarity, economic opportunity, and freedom through international black travel, the Blaxit movement itself, and exploration beyond the U.S. borders. If any of this sounds of interest to you, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. First up is an apartment in the Chapalita neighborhood right next to Parque de las Estrellas. This was a spacious two-bedroom apartment about 100 square meters. It's new construction in a secured building with beautiful tile floors. The galley-style kitchen led to the washer-dryer storage room that are found in many apartments in Guadalajara. This is a great design because the storage room is away from the rest of the apartment. The kitchen has a wall of windows that has a great view of the cityscape. It has a large living room, dining room combo with a powder room right off the front door. Here is the first bedroom with plenty of closet space, room for a king-size bed, and an ensuite bathroom. The second bedroom is just as sizable, with its own ensuite bathroom and closet area. The asking price of this apartment was 19,600 pesos per month, and it includes one parking space. There are only 24 apartments in this complex, and we saw 3 different floor plans. Chapalita is a great neighborhood with lots of great restaurants and a cool spot called La Madriguera, where you can host the ultimate game night. With food and drinks and more board games than you can count, it will be a memorable experience. The next apartment was in Providencia at Punta Sao Paulo. Now this is luxury living, filled with amenities like the pool deck with its own bar, an abundance of green space, and even a dog park. The grounds were filled with spaces to entertain friends or just relax with a book and a cappuccino. The complex has a gym, a co-working space, an entertainment space, and plenty of entertainment options on the lower levels, including a movie theater and a nice variety of fine dining options. The space has an industrial loft-type feel. Entering the one-bedroom apartment, you're in the kitchen. With an amazing view of the cityscape from across the apartment. The living dining combo was a bit too tight for my comfort. The laundry area was behind attractive double doors right at the entrance. The guest bathroom was right next to it. The kitchen has gas burners, but I didn't see an oven. The gray wood floors were really nice though. The patio had enough space to sit and enjoy the view. The bedroom had floor-to-ceiling windows that opened wide for an indoor-outdoor feel. The closet space was more than sufficient, and the bathroom was nicely appointed. This apartment, with its amazing view, outstanding amenities, and a parking space for one vehicle, had a cost of 18,000 pesos per month. Our last apartment visit of the day was to a smaller building, also in Providencia. It's across the street from Parque Ruben Dario. The neighborhood has a suburban feel without being too far from the city center. The neighborhood had a surprise for me that I will share with you a little later. I saw 2 apartments in this building, but I really liked the red door. Entering the red door apartment, you are inside the living dining area with the view of the balcony with the park below. The kitchen is to the right. It's a secure building with only 6 units. The kitchen has a spacious pantry that also has an outlet so you can store your microwave inside. The first bedroom has decent closet space and a view of the park. What I noticed about this apartment is it had an abundance of electrical outlets. I wouldn't be limited in how I can arrange furniture in this space. The hallway had a linen closet, which was a nice touch. The second bedroom was the master bedroom. The closet space was a bit smaller, but it did have an air conditioner and an ensuite. The apartment also has what they called a studio. Through this space, you get to the guest bathroom, and it could be used as an office or for art projects. Should I get that easel and wear a beret? Off the kitchen was the laundry room storage area. It was well ventilated, and it stores the water heater for the apartment. No sharing of hot water with the neighbors. This was a great start in my apartment search. So, which apartment should I choose? Let me know in the comments. Your surprise was my surprise. In Guadalajara, we do it for the culture. At Louisburger Providencia, it's all about the good vibes. After a long day filled with kitchens and bedrooms, it was time for some culture and vibes. And Louisburger did not disappoint. There's a Louisburger in Colonia Americana, and there's one in Chapalita. However, Louisburger Providencia, for me, is where it's at and where you need to be. The executive chefs have taken hamburgers, chicken sandwiches, and milkshakes to the next level. Their food is some of the best for a burger restaurant. You can get what's called a smoky cow burger or even a party animal freak shake that has Lucky Charms cereal and Pop-Tart pieces at any of their locations. Provecho! At Louisburger Providencia, you get to go back in time to an era of rap battles, lowriders, and your favorite mixtape. Y'all, I wasn't even ready. After checking the place out with camera in hand, it was time for a little day drinking. The service was on point, the staff was attentive, it was what we needed. Our server slid some English menus onto the table, and it was time to start ordering. I knew we were going to get some cocktails, but I was surprised to see that some of our options included specialty drinks like Lil' Kim, Missy Elliott, The Notorious, and Big Papa. Everybody was happy with their selections. And as per usual, we were equally as happy with the food that we ordered. And as you can see, we had the donut-sized onion rings and enough French fries to start a famine. If you come at night, make sure you get seated upstairs by the windows so you can have a nice view of the tree-lined street. A total vibe. As we chilled, the DJ kept interrupting our conversation by dropping that old school cut that we hadn't heard in a long time. We kept fighting the feeling to jump up on the table and scream out, "That's my jam!" Lil' Kim and Missy Elliott were doing their thing. By that, I mean the drinks, not the music. Louisburger's motto is better than sex. They want to make sure that you leave there feeling right. After we ate, we sat and we basked in nostalgia, remembering Tupac and Biggie, and remembering watching classic flicks like Boys in the Hood and The Wood. Sidebar, if you don't know the movie The Wood, get on the Google and learn about 1980s Inglewood, California. After rolling down the street and sipping on gin and juice, it was time to go. Tomorrow will be another day of apartment hunting. Maybe we'll take you along. And if you live in Guadalajara, tell me, what's your favorite neighborhood? And which is your favorite Louis burger? Hasta luego.